How did your father treat women? My father made all the women in our house ask permission for every action because he said men were born with authority and women were born to obey. It started when I was 10 after mom answered the phone without asking. Dad slammed her against the wall and announced new rules that every woman needed his approval for everything. My older brother Tracy watched from the couch, still playing his video game. That first night, I reached for my fork at dinner and Dad grabbed my wrist hard enough to bruise. Did you ask? He demanded. I had to request permission to eat while Tracy helped himself to seconds without a word. My younger brother Ryan actually laughed when mom had to ask to stand up from the table. The rules expanded daily, but only for us. We needed permission to use the bathroom, get dressed, or speak when spoken to. My brothers came and went freely, ate when hungry, and talked whenever they wanted. Tracy would walk to the fridge and grab whatever he wanted while I stood there for 20 minutes begging for a glass of water. Ryan learned to exploit it fast and would eat cookies in front of me while I waited for Dad to approve my request for one cracker. Girls don't need much food anyway, Dad would say, denying most requests while telling my brothers they needed to bulk up. I couldn't even function normally at school because I knew my brothers would report everything I did back to Dad. When I used the bathroom during math class, Ryan saw me in the hallway. That night, Dad made me stand in the corner for 6 hours with my arms above my head while my brothers played Xbox on the couch. Every time my arms dropped, he added another hour. Tracy actually paused his game to watch me struggle. This is what happens to women who forget their place, Dad told him. Remember this when you have a wife. Mom tried getting help during an approved grocery trip, but Dad had poisoned the whole town against us. When the cashier handed Dad the note she'd slipped him, he shaved Mom's head that night as punishment. My brother sat at the kitchen table doing homework while Dad ran the clippers over her scalp. Your mom thought she could make decisions without me, he explained to them. But women's brains aren't built for thinking. Ryan asked if he could help shave her, and Dad actually let him do the back of her head. My sister climbed out her window one night, but alarms went off. Dad dragged her back and locked her in the basement for 3 days with no food. During those 3 days, he made me and Mom serve elaborate meals to my brothers, explaining this was our natural purpose. Tracy started calling us the servants, and Dad never corrected him. Ryan would deliberately make messes for us to clean without permission, then report us for unauthorized movement. The punishments got creative, and my brothers often helped decide them. Speaking without permission meant duct tape over our mouths for days. Tracy suggested the oven mitts taped to my hands when I scratched without asking. For a week, I couldn't do anything myself and had to beg Dad or my brothers to feed me. Ryan thought it was hilarious to pretend he couldn't hear my requests. Even Tracy started looking uncomfortable when I cried from hunger, but he never spoke up. My younger brother became Dad's enforcer, monitoring us for violations and reporting everything. He'd document when Mom's hands shook without permission or when my sister blinked too many times. Dad paid him $5 for every infraction he caught. Ryan bought video games with the money he earned from our suffering. Tracy at least had the decency to avoid eye contact during punishments, but Ryan would pull up a chair to watch. I tried faking sick once to get to a hospital and ask for help there. Dad tested if I was faking by holding a lighter to my arm while my brothers watched, saying if I was really sick, I'd be too weak to react. Good lesson for you boys, he said as my skin burned. Women lie about pain for attention. Tracy left the room, but Ryan stayed, fascinated. Later, Dad gave him his own lighter to test us whenever he suspected we were faking. Then came the shock collars that delivered pain for unauthorized actions. Dad gave both my brothers controller apps on their phones. You're men now, he told them. Time to learn how to manage women. Tracy deleted the app after using it once and seeing my sister convulse, but Ryan kept his, shocking us for fun when Dad wasn't even around. He'd wait until we were carrying something